Hi, it's me, Little Red Riding Hood. I want to tell you what just happened to me because it was crazy. I just went to visit my grandmother on the other side of the forest, and my mom always tells me every day, don't talk to strangers. And I say, yeah, I know, don't talk to strangers. And I was walking on the path through the forest, and I saw a wolf, and he seemed really nice and really friendly. And he asked me where I was going, and I told him, I said, I'm going to see my granny. She's sick, and I'm going to bring her some bread that Mom made. And maybe I shouldn't have done that. I know I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have talked to him, and I should never have told him where I was going, because do you know what happened? He raced on ahead of me, and when I got to my granny's house, and I went into her house, and I saw her laying in the bed, and she didn't look well, and I knew that she'd been sick, but she really looked strange. I said, Grandma, what big ears you have? And she said, the better to hear you with, my dear. Well, that made sense. I said, Grandma, what big eyes you have? She said, the better to see you with, my dear. I said, Granny, what a big nose you have. And she said, the better to smell you with, my dear. Now that seemed a little strange. I said, Granny, what big teeth you have. And she said, the better to eat you with, my dear. Oh, I was so scared. I was so scared. I realized then it was the wolf. It was the wolf from the forest. And I bopped it on the nose as hard as I could, and it ran away. And I heard this, help me, help me. It was my granny. She was in the closet. And I let her out, and I hugged her, and she was okay, and I was okay. But I realized I never should have talked to that wolf. And it's kind of strange because in my story, that wolf was pretty bad. He was actually the big bad wolf. But in real life, did you know that wolves very rarely attack people at all? And they mostly live in a pack of 7 or 8 wolves. It's like a mom and a dad and their kids, their offspring. And they are the top predators. They are at the top of the food chain. They're called an apex predator because nothing else hunts them unless they live somewhere with tigers, but we don't have tigers around here. And they communicate by howling, which I bet you know, but also whimpering, whining, growling, barking, and snarling. They have lots of ways to communicate with each other. They even communicate with urine. Do you know what that is? It's pee. And they mark with their urine to show the other animals that they've been there, especially other wolves. So that's some interesting things about wolves, and I hope you can remember for your question. For pre-K through first grade, your question is, what people should you never talk to? And for second, third, and fourth grade, your question is about how many wolves live together in a pack. So write those questions down. I hope you were listening. And see you later. Stay safe.